this is a pro versus amateur match. Alex Hoskins is an amateur. And amateurs have had some success in the USBC Masters in the past. But the pros always seem to have a little bit of an edge. The average cut to make match play is to shade under 204. You see with the qualifying average of the pros versus the amateurs, almost 11 full pins better. A dozen amateurs made the cut, 52 pros made the cut. But guess what? One of those 12 will lead this match off. Alex Hoskins.
Hey, let me just add something to that, Dave, that the averages this year were 10 pins a game lower than they were last year, and that's how tough this oil pattern played. Very, very flat.
Yeah, last year was almost 215.
Yeah. Alex started 0 for 5, and since then he struck 6 out of 7 times, and I didn't think anybody could throw a 5 or 6 bagger.
Yo, and he's getting some trips, too.
You know, it looks like he moved in halfway through the last game and got softer, and it's worked out. He's carrying some nice hits as well.
So Andrew Anderson out of that number 1 position. This is the 5th time we've had step ladders this year, and top seeds are 2 and 2. Dom Barrett won in Japan, and Jacob Butterf won in Indianapolis. Crosses over, and he'll have a very quiet 10-pin.
Well, this is the highest rev rate we've had on the telecast today, and Andrew's sticking with his game plan of playing farther left than everybody else in the field.
Well, both Anderson and Hoskins talked about their recent, well, for Hoskins it was last year, but for Anderson being on this year, and how much more confidence they have under the lights now that they've done it once. And we'll see how that worked out. You had to have the confidence to pull off what Hoskins did. Now, let's take a moment for Randy Peterson and, of course, Track Tech Talk.
Well, I really like this game, too, because it's got a little of old school in it. Big, long, high backswing as he rolls his hand over to get it to the top. But this is all new school right here. You see how the hand is to the inside of that bowling ball right there. And then he keeps that elbow and that hand to the inside part of the ball as he snaps that wrist open at the bottom of the swing. I really like this game. He's got an incredible touch. We'll see if his game plan pays off based on what the old pattern's giving him now.
He's not getting some of the breaks that Hoskins is getting regarding pin action. He leaves a 7-pin there. By the way, just a reminder, this match presented without interruption.
Andrew's got a bit of an edge to him as well, and you know, he's not going to say it, so I'll say it for him. I was real surprised that he didn't get picked to be on a team for next week's PBA League action.
Well, you were hosting the draft on Extra Frame with Bill O'Neill, I believe, was your analyst there, and I'm sure he was surprised too.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of people that were surprised because this young man is one of the young guns, and he's a player. He's proven it. 3rd at TSC, like you mentioned a couple of months ago, and your Masters leader.
Has a PBA regional title in his career. Hoskins is getting almost every break in the book right now.
Remember last game he did leave a pocket 7-10.
That seems so long ago after what
right?
Yeah.
I had to check with Mike Edwards to make sure I was correct, but he left the pocket 7-10 in the 3rd frame of the last game. Almost leaves one here and then almost rolls to the 10. Watch this. Look out. Whoa.
Boy, just a quick goodnight kiss on that 10-pin. Sunday, our MLS match presented by Audi has Felipe Gutierrez and West leading Sporting Kansas City taking on the Seattle Sounders, who are still trying to get their first win. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on ESPN and the ESPN app. Hoskins, 29 300 games in his life. Broke up another split that time. Part of his job now, he's no longer trapped in a cubicle. Now he's in a car. 40,000 miles in 8 months.
Better him than me. Another great break here, Dave, as he trips the 10 out, only leaving the 4-7. And right now, he's got a lot of really good juju going on. I'll tell you nothing better than to be an RSM, a regional sales manager, and to be able to go to your customers and tell them that you're a Masters champion.
Wait. I'm sure a lot of his potential customers are tuned in.
I think Andrew Anderson's got a lot to say about that, though.
Well, he was the Collegiate Rookie of the Year when he was at Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan. As you see some of the players he took down, Matt Sanders, Matt Ogle, Ryan Simonelli. And, of course, in defeating Alex Hoskins, he secured the #1 seed.
Get there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not bad. Just a 2-pin. A lot of calculations going on through that young man's head right now and trying to determine exactly how he wants to let go of it to get to the pocket.
A lot of support also from Holly Lanes in Holly, Michigan. His home center. And as he smothers that, he became a bit of a viral sensation as he asked for a re-rack to give us a perfect chance to revisit this incredible moment captured on extra frame.
Now watch the head pin. Swishes the rack, and then the head pin stands up. But the reaction next to him from Rhino Page, there you go right there. The reaction from Rhino Page next to him was priceless. And I don't know, no, we didn't pick it up, but Rhino actually looked over at him like he just saw Bigfoot walk by. It was great. Rhino was like, what was that?
Terry. Come on.
Oh, and you thought we didn't have the Rhino react. Huh?
We have it?
Oh, here we go.
Let's see it.
Rhino the orange shirt here.
Here you go. This is great. He had to back off of his shot. It's like, what? Good stuff.
Rhino, who lost in the opening match to Steve Klemkin, who almost ran the ladder. That's a good looking ball there from Hoskins. I like this, even through 4.
Yep. Talk about high flush, that's what this is. In between 3rd and 4th arrow on the right. And that could have left a solid 9 easily, but instead it's 10 in the pit. Here it comes.
No, hold in front of him.
Short pin.
Yep, I thought the same thing. I was about to say a soft pin, and suddenly that messenger only teased. Watch it, there's a better view of the messenger. It is failing to do its job. Boy, in this kind of match, the slightest mistake could put you in 2nd place. We've seen tremendous spare shooting in all of the matches. And that's what happens when you get to a major championship. Spares are your buddy, Andrew Anderson's Arsenal, a Rebel Yell start out.
And Rob Gottschall, his tour rep from Ebonite, just sent me a text saying that he changed balls in the 4th. It's a similar layout, but a fresher cover and a little quicker response.
Get there.
Oh, man, his most powerful strike to date.
That was dirtier than a truck stop restroom there. Beautiful double for Andrew Anderson to take the lead.
Kimberly Pressler is standing by with Steve Klemkin.
I sure am. And guys, you know they say that anything can happen in bowling, and that last match was a perfect example of that because, Steve, you came into that match on fire. You started off strong, but as soon as Alex started hitting those strikes, something changed for you. What was it?
Yeah, I just made a couple of bad shots. I think I just got a little complacent. You get a little bit of a lead, I got a little bit lazy, and just lost my focus for a second. That's all it took. He got loose, threw some good shots, and there he goes. He's bowling for the title.
Well, I saw you speaking to Alex at the end of that. What did you say to your friend?
Well, I told him, I said, hey, give him all you got. You only got one shot here. I mean, you never know when you're going to be in a championship match to win a major. And I just said, give him all you got, and I'm going to wish him the best now.
Thank you so much for your time. You left everything out on the lanes, and it showed. Thank you.
Well, and I thought the last shot was dirty by Anderson, but this one here, this is just pure filth. Watch as the six spin is paralyzed as it falls to the right. There you go. Wow, what a shot.
That was cleaved. Just cut that down the middle. Nasty. So the challenge has been thrown to Hoskins, but being down by 20 at this point in the match is nothing to him. And that proves why.
That's a great point, David. As far back as he was in his last match with Steve Plumpkin, nothing seems to bother Alex Hoskins.
Take a look at the full board. Anderson clean through 6, riding 3 straight strikes.
I'll tell you what, though, as a player, if I was Alex in his position, I'd be a little concerned. I'm starting to think that now is must-strike territory because Andrew Anderson looks like he's got a great reaction now.
Okay, no problem. Apparently, Hoskins is getting a great reaction as well. So both players now in complete control of their games. We may end up having a strike fest here to decide the USBC Masters. So we take a look at the USBC Masters, and 36 times the first or second seed has triumphed. We've actually had one player run the ladder from the number 5 position.
18 and 20 as the number 1 seed. Don't tell that to Andrew Anderson.
Certainly his bowling ball's deaf because that was something.
This young man can play. He impressed me when he first came out. I watched him in an extra frame event, and I said, who's this kid? Boy, can he throw it. But he's got just an incredible touch at the bottom of the swing and a great hand.
Remember, he's 22 years old. Only been a pro for 2 years.
Shim.
All right, so for those who may not know, what does he mean by shin?
That means hold. See, the terminology's changed a little bit over the years, but that means hold. So back in the day, we would yell, hold, hold, because we got it inside a target. So shim is the same thing. Yeah, that ball was Brooklyn as soon as he let go of it, and Andrew knew it. And now he's let Alex Hoskins right back in this. Hoskins can step up and strike in the 8th and 9th and take the lead.
2.
No, 1.
Now all he needs is the first strike in the 8th. He takes the lead. Big mistake for Andrew Anderson.
That's a shot.
We've said it over and over again. In major championship competition, you can't avoid mistakes like this. I can't tell you how many times it's cost players over the years. All the telecasts, all the events we've covered in major championship history.
Well, Alex Hoskins now with a chance to take the lead in the 8th frame.
Oh boy.
And now, this can be done. It's not the most impossible split, but let's see if he can slide that pin over.
And it seems like we've been to this barbecue before, you know, where a player gets an opening from their opponent and then they come back with a shot like this. And it seems to have happened pretty much all day with the exception of match number 1. And this is a huge break for Andrew Anderson if Hoskins doesn't convert, and he's not going to. A huge break. Talk about a gift.
Now, it appeared he had made no effort to go for that. Unless he just
He did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, he just missed.
Okay, that was the next thing I was going to say. Did he just flat miss?
Oh, yeah. At this point in the match, I guarantee you, he's going for that. And if nothing else, his miss should have been on the left side of that pin.
I was confused by that shot, to be honest with you. Now, here we are, right where we were in the 7th frame. Down 20 is Hoskins now with the foundation at stake.
That's a good shot. Now, his max score 214. Andrew Anderson, if he spare strikes off the sheet, he shoots 214. A double in the 9th and 10th. Andrew Anderson's going to capture his first title. And he'll become the newest PBA major champion. First player to win, or excuse me, the last player to win a major as their first title. Just a couple of months ago, that was Matt O'Grady when he won the Tournament of Champions.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like it when they do the work for us. It just announced before we ever have to say anything.
Well, this is just beautiful, and he knows with a strike here, he sets himself up for the 10th.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Come on.
Strike here, he's going to win for the first time on the PBA Tour.
He'll need 6 after that if he gets the strike to completely shut out Alex Hoskins. That's not quite good enough. Just a hair or two high. Hoskins will have a chance.
Well, we have a possibility of a tie.
How about that?
So, Andrew, if he spares here and strikes on his fill shot, he'll shoot 214. Hoskins will need all 3 in the 10th.
How many times today have we talked about important fill shots?
Except for match number 1, which was kind of a semi-blowout. Every match has come down to the 10th frame.
And the importance of the fill shot. And it's going to happen again here.
Hey, re-rack. Re-rack, please.
There you go. It's going to ice Hoskins, just make him sit just a little bit longer before he gets up in the 10th frame.
He didn't even look at the rack. He had just made contact with that spare and wanted to re-rack right away.
You're allowed 2 a game, and after that, that's all she wrote. You don't get another. Big shot here. A strike, he can't be shut out.
No. It's a 213.
Hoskins, all 3 in the 10th. He captures the 2018 Masters.
That's why he makes spares.
Yeah, you heard him. That's why you have to make spares.
We talked about it. I talked about it. The 610, which is not a difficult spare by any means. He ends up chopping it, and it could possibly cost him the Masters title. It's all up to Alex Hoskins,
Who must strike here.
As a player, you'd never want it any other way. Right here, right now, 3 in the 10th to win by a stick and to win a major. Pinnacle of our sport right here. This is what every player dreams about.
Will he be an amateur winner of the USBC Masters the first time since 2002? He needs another strike.
Brett Wolf, the last player to do it, the last amateur. Is it Alex Hoskins' time? Got to have this one.
Look out. No.
Anderson wins.
Your champion is Andrew Anderson, who wins it on the bench. He's a major champion and a first-time winner on the PBA Tour.
Can't believe it.
And for Alex Hoskins, what a performance and what a comeback just to get in that position.
Great work. Great ball.
Andrew Anderson's future at age 22 was already about as bright as those hot lights. It's gotten even brighter